Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. I am Muhammad Yasin. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Taif. This class is for the students of grade 9. This is our 23rd video. In this class, we are going to do chapter 11. After today's lesson, we shall be able to write a letter to our friends, thanking for hospitality. We shall do grammar exercise given on page 97. We shall do exercises of chapter 11 also. Dear students, this is the letter that is given in your grammar on page 22. This is a letter to your friend thanking her or thanking him for hospitality during your visit to his house. Dear students, you have visited your friend's house. You visited it last week or 2 weeks ago. When you were in your friend's home, he served you very well. You want to say him thank you. That is why you are going to write this letter. Here will be your address and date. Here you can write your friend's name, dear friend, or exact name. I reached home last Sunday. I had a comfortable journey and reached home safe. I miss you very much. I spent very good time with you. I enjoyed your company. I shall never forget the taste of biryani and korma you cooked one day. I must thank you for the trip to Murray that you specially arranged for me. Convey my thanks to aunt and uncle for their kindness and love. They really made me feel at home. With love, yours sincerely. Here will be your name. Dear students, I think you have got the background of this letter. As I told you before, you are writing this letter to your friend with whom you spent some days in his home, and you are saying him thank you for your hospitality. Let us move forward. Now we shall do the exercise given in grammar, dear students. In your front there is page 96. We are going to do exercise that will be from past indefinite tense. It will be in active voice. वो स्कूल गया. He went to school. You can understand very well we are talking about past. He went to school. When he went to school, the time has gone. That is why we call it past. Okay, can you say when did he go? He went to school 2 days before, 5 days before, 1 month before. Can you tell here? No, you cannot. That is why this is called indefinite. Past indefinite tense. Past means the time has gone. Indefinite means we don't know exactly the time. That is why try to understand the name of this tense. Past indefinite. Past means the work is done in past. When the work was done, the time has gone. Indefinite means we don't know exactly. We don't know definite time when it was done. That is why this tense is called past indefinite, because we don't know exact time of the work. All these sentences are in past indefinite tense. Here are more sentences. This is the detail of past indefinite tense. You can understand from here also. It is clear that all the actions mentioned in these sentences took place sometimes in the past. वो स्कूल गया, तुमने सवाल हल किया, हमने ये कैमरा खरीदा. Everything is done in past. Okay. But it is not clear whether they took place in the distant past or in the near past. And that is why it is called indefinite. In other words, we are not definite of the exact time when the action actually took place. In short, this tense can be used for any action, whether relating to long past or near past. For translating such sentences, we use only the second form of the verb. Here are some examples. In all these examples, you will see the work is done in past. मैंने खत डाक में डाला. खत डाक में डाला था, but we don't know exact time. That is why this is past indefinite. There are so many sentences on page 96 also. Dear students, before starting the exercise, I would like you all do all these sentences. To do all these sentences means read them 2, 3, 4 times until you are sure that you can translate any of these sentences into English. Then you will be ready to do the coming exercise. This is the exercise. Here is the vocabulary for this exercise to guide you. Now we shall do this exercise. Here are given 5 sentences. First of all, we shall do it. लोगों ने बाग में जलसा किया. जलसा करना, to hold meeting. It is given in your vocabulary. Translation will become, the people held meeting in the garden. Sentence number 2. मजदूरों ने जुलूस निकाला. जुलूस, procession. निकाला, to take out. Translation will become, the laborers took out procession. तलबा ने नारे लगाए. नारा लगाना, नारा स्लोगन. लगाना, to raise. Vocabulary is given. The students raised slogans. क्लर्कों ने हड़ताल की. The clerks went on strike. हमने आपका इंतजार किया. We waited for you. उन्होंने हमारे मशवरे पर अमल किया. मशवरा, मशवरे पर अमल करना. अमल करना, to act upon. अमल करना, to act upon. मशवरा, advice. मशवरा, advice. अमल करना, to act upon. They acted upon our advice. मुझे आपका खत मिल गया. I received your letter. उस्ताद ने तालब इल्म को सजा दी. The teacher punished the teacher punished the student. हेडमास्टर ने शरारती लड़के को जुर्माना किया. The headmaster fined the naughty boy. मजदूरों ने हड़ताल खोल दी. हड़ताल खोल देना, हड़ताल बंद कर देना, खत्म कर देना. हड़ताल खोल दी. To call off. The laborers called the strike off. खत्म कर देना. पार्ट नंबर 11. नेक औरत ने यतीम बच्चे की परवरिश की. यतीम, orphan. परवरिश करना, to bring up. The noble woman brought the orphan up. आपने मेरे भाई की देखभाल की. देखभाल करना, to look after. It is given in 11. You looked after my brother. डॉक्टर ने मरीज का ऑपरेशन किया. The doctor operated upon the patient. मुसाफिरों ने जंगल में आग लगा दी. The travelers set the forest on fire. Dear students, this was the translation exercise that we have completed. Now we shall come back to our lesson 11. Now we shall answer the questions. We shall write question answers of chapter 11. How do you define noise pollution? Noise pollution is defined as any form of noise that disrupts the normal function of life. How is transport a source of noise pollution? How is transport a source of noise pollution? Noise coming from different modes of transport, vehicle, aeroplane, train, ships, they make noise. That is why they are called sources of noise pollution. How is construction work a noise pollution? Construction work in urban areas is usually slow and time consuming. The transport and equipment used at construction sites, its grilling and piercing sound is a source of noise pollution. How is use of technology causing noise pollution? Use of latest technical devices make a lot of noise and increase pollution. Unmonitored use of mobile phones, electricity generators, music system, all these create noise pollution. Why is noise dangerous for human health? It is dangerous because it can create aggression, hypertension, high stress level, hearing loss, restlessness. All these are effects of noise pollution. What kind of precautions may reduce noise coming from electronic devices? Sorry. People must develop more awareness about the dangerous impact of noise on human health. People need to acquire more civic sense. They have to be more civilized and respect others and care for others' peace, others' rest, others' comfortability. Then we can decrease the effects. Dear students, here is the exercise. In this exercise, we are set to write causes of noise pollution. Then we are set to write a few effects and their solutions. Yes, this exercise is here in front of you. I have mentioned here a few causes of pollution. We have read it before: vehicular traffic, honking, vehicle horns, use of technology, electric devices use. These are the effects: hypertension, aggression, high stress level, hearing loss, restlessness. And here are some precautionary measures. If we block emitting vehicles from the road, it can reduce pollution. Use noise barrier where necessary. Limit construction work to minimize noise pollution. There should be some timing for the construction work around public places. It can be changed also. These are the ways to reduce the effects. Next question is, write the synonyms of the following words. Disrupt means disturb. Rapid means fast. Unmonitored, unchecked. Nuisance means irritation. Piercing is shrill, very sharp noise. This is vocabulary exercise. In this we are said to make as many words as we form from these root words. We shall use the word pollute, for example, and make words. In the same way, we shall use construct to make more words, and we shall use develop to make more words. Let us see how can we make. From pollute we can make pollution, polluter, polluted, pollutant, pollutes, polluting. In the same way, from construct we can make construction, constructive, constructor, constructional, constructs, constructs. This is repeated here. From develop we can make developer, developed, developing, development, developmental, undeveloped. This is exercise C. In this exercise, we are set to choose 5 words you have made from the root words. In our previous exercise, we have made some words. We are set to choose 5 and use them in our own sentences. For example, Pollution, air pollution is a big problem in Pakistan. I have selected here at random. You can select any others also, and then you will use them in your sentence. Development, character development of a child is necessary in young age. Construction work should be completed as soon as possible. In the same way, you can read all these and you can make your own sentences also. Next exercise is related to grammar and it is about transitional devices. It is very important to understand what are transitional devices. Transitional devices are words and phrases that connect parts of your writing. They link sentences and paragraphs together to maintain continuity of ideas. The following is a list of some commonly used transitional words or phrases. When we want to say to add, we use and, again, beside, finally. We use these words. They are called transitional devices. In the same way, here are some more given. These given at the bottom are used to compare things. And these ones are used to add more information, to add more text to the previous one. In the same way, when we want to sequence our text, we use these devices. When we want to put some emphasis, we use these transitional devices by saying definitely, extremely, obviously, in fact, indeed, absolutely. When someone is saying something and we want to support him, we want to say him, yes, it is right, we say absolutely. In the same way, when we want to give some examples, we use these transitional devices. When we want to summarize, we use these transitional devices. They are of different kinds. They are called transitional devices. They are called transitional because they are used to join that one text with the other. They are called cohesive devices also because they join the text. In this exercise, we are set to identify transitional devices in paragraph 8 and 9. I have read it, you read it also. I found these cohesive devices, transitional devices in these two paragraphs. I have written here, I found and, therefore, only, then. You can read them. You may find more. This is exercise B. Here we are set to read the sentences and insert appropriate transitional devices in the blank given below. It was announced that doctors' salaries would be increased. What should be here? Can we write here as a result? Can we write here certainly? Can we write here and? What is the correct option? Correct option is A. As a result, doctors ended their strike. Part number 2. Amjad is an excellent teacher. Dash, he explains. What will be here? Consequently, meanwhile, for example. What is the correct option? For example. For example, he explained the subject matter very well and makes sure that all students understand the concepts. Part number 3 is Amina speaks English very well. Dash, she does not assist her friends. However, further, thus, what is the correct option? However, Amina speaks English very well. However, she does not assist her friends. The government has levied more taxes, but the salary structure has not been improved. If we write here in fact, it will be wrong. If we write here hence, it will be wrong. Let us move to next part. Salma is a good speaker. In addition is the correct option here. In addition, she also writes very well. After this, here are adverb clause. What is here? Adverb clause. We know very well adverb. Verb is a word that tells us about an action, and adverb is a word that tells us more about the action. For example, he is running. He is running quickly. This quickly is adverb because it is telling us more about the running. In the same way, if the adverb is not a single word, if it is group of words, then it will be called clause. If it has verb in it, it is called clause, otherwise adverb phrase. Let us read the definition. An adverb clause is a group of words which does the work of an adverb, the same work. It usually begins with the subordinating conjunction such as after, because, until, where. All these are subordinating conjunctions. Here we are said to underline adverb clauses in the following sentences. Also circle the subordinating conjunction. Okay. You may sit where you like. What is adverb clause? Where you like. Okay. What is subordinating conjunction? Where. He will pass if he works hard. What is adverb clause? He works hard. What is subordinating conjunction? If. We shall do it like this. Adverb clause is underlined here, where you like, and where is subordinating conjunction. If he works hard is adverb clause, and if is subordinating conjunction. Until you come is adverb clause, until is subordinating conjunction. Because it was very expensive is adverb clause, because is subordinating conjunction. Before you forget is adverb clause, and before is subordinating conjunction. Here we are said to supply suitable adverb clauses. This is exercise D. Here we are said to supply suitable adverb clauses. In part number 1, nobody likes him because he is a naughty boy. She sings exactly like Noorjahan. I will not go out because it is raining. It will remain the strike for 2 days. All these are adverb clauses because they tell us about the verbs. He will pass the examination. I spoke to his brother. He will pass the examination. This is adverb clause because it is telling us about spoke. This is exercise E. In this exercise, we are said to use the following subordinating conjunctions in sentences. We shall use since, unless, though, while, as, when, after in our sentences. Since, I have been waiting for him since 2 o'clock. Unless, Ali would not pass unless he works hard. Though he worked hard, he could not get pass. While I was studying, while they were playing. As I could not go to school as it was raining. When it was raining, when he came there. After, I shall call you after 3 p.m. We have used all subordinating conjunctions given in this exercise in our sentences. This is exercise F. In this exercise, we are said to identify and write these clauses in the relevant column. These clauses can be independent, they can be dependent. First of all, you should know what is dependent clause and what is independent clause. Independent clause is that which gives us complete meaning. We do not need any other clause to get its meaning, but dependent clause does not give us meaning, complete meaning. For example, Asif plays hockey as he enjoys it. Asif plays hockey is independent clause. As he enjoys it is dependent clause. If we say as he enjoys it, if we read out only this one, nobody will understand. That is why this is called dependent clause. Come to number 2. Shazia could not catch the bus because she was late. Shazia could not catch the bus is independent clause. Because she was late is dependent clause. In this way, we shall arrange them in this table. Asif plays hockey is independent clause. As he enjoy it is dependent clause. Shazia could not catch the bus because she was late. Ali could not finish the mathematics test on time, although he knew all the sums. If we read all these clauses, we shall come to know that if they are read alone, they do not give us complete meaning. If we say, as she was very hungry, will you understand anything? No. That is why this is called dependent clause. Arifa quickly ate her lunch. This is giving its complete meaning. That is why it is called independent clause. This is exercise G. In this exercise, we are set to read the following sentences and tick the right adverbial clause given in brackets. Okay. For example, here in number 1, it is given the train left the station as Asad arrived. As Asad arrived is a clause. We have to tell here this is adverb clause of place or adverb clause of time. What is this clause telling us? Is it telling us about time or place? Let us try to understand again. The train left the station as Asad arrived. As Asad arrived is telling us the time. That is why we shall say this is adverb clause of time. This is adverb clause of time because it is telling us when the train left the station. Let us move to number 2. You can put it where you like. Where is telling us about the place. Where means place. That is why we shall say this is adverbial clause of place. In number 3, after the thief had stolen money, he left home quickly. After the thief had stolen the money, this adverbial clause is telling us about the time. Dear students, don't be confused by this clause. He left home quickly. We are not asked about this clause. We are asked about this clause, which is underlined, and it is telling us about the time. He was very pleased that you have passed. This clause is telling us about the reason why he was pleased. That is why we shall say this is adverbial clause of reason. He failed because he did not work hard. This is also telling us about the reason of failing. That is why we shall say this is adverbial clause of reason. Yes, students, we shall do the remaining exercises in our next lesson. In your homework, you will learn and write the letter that is done today. You will learn and write the translation exercise that we did today. You will do the exercises in your notebook which we did from our lesson. You will do them in your notebook. That is all from our today's lesson. See you later in a new lesson. Goodbye.